Yo, what is up, guys? This is Spectrum Reviews back here with a brand new video review. This time we got something very, very special to look over. Wow, dude. You know, this is the MAFEX, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, number 3, The Amazing Spider-Man action figure. As you can see, we have Spidey right in there. Oh my god, dude. This figure just looks so freaking awesome, man. Like, this is my first MAFEX figure ever, and, by God, dude, like, look at all these accessories, bro. This thing was like 50 bucks total. Very good price. I love the paint. All the detailing looks very sharp. And, yeah, it looks, really, really nicely done. For the packaging, you got, you know, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, along with the Amazing Spider-Man right there. You got, the character, action figure, MAFEX number 3. Nothing much on the bottom. On the side, you got a very nice product shot. Oh my god, dude, it looks so sexy. Along with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 MAFEX. On the back, you got all these very nice product shots with the same logo on the top. Let's angle that a little bit. So, actually, let's do this for you guys. There we go. See that a little bit better? But yeah, dude, this figure just looks so sick. You know? And then one more product shot on the side here. And I think that's about it for the packaging, so without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. Alright, so here we have the MAFEX Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man figure open up and out of his packaging. And as you can see, he is on his MAFEX stand right here, looking very nice. And, you know, I gotta say, man, I really dig this figure. Like, this is possibly, no, without a doubt, this is, my favorite Spider-Man figure, and I think he's better than any Spider-Man figure that I've ever owned. Better than the McFarlane Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 3 Superposable Spider-Man, all those figures. This guy just stands out to me so much more than those two figures do, and just all the other figures that I've ever owned in general. So yeah, but this guy does come with a bunch of his accessories, so let's take a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at Spider-Man. Alright, so Spider-Man comes with 3 pieces of webbing here, 1 for gripping, and then 2 for thropping. And then he comes with an extra 8 interchangeable hands here. We got the wall crawling hands, the fists, the web grabbing hands right here, the throp hands, obviously, and the relax hands. And yeah, you know, I'm just so impressed with the entire figure itself, and everything that actually you know, comes with it is just as great as the figure itself, which complements the entire the set. And yeah, I really got to say that he's definitely worth the money, for sure. Alright, now it's time to take a closer look at Spider-Man here. So let's get him off the stand real quick. I mean, you know, that is just a gorgeous sculpt overall. Like I said, everything about the figure is complimentary to the you know, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and you know, this looks like Andrew Garfield to me. 10 out of 10 looks like Andrew Garfield for sure. Let's get him straightened out here so you can get a closer look at his body and sculpt. Oh yeah, there's that third piece of webbing if you guys did want to see that real quick. It's identical to the other piece of webbing that I showed earlier. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. Proportions are great. Everything about this figure is really great to me. Very nice piece to have indeed. And if you guys are wondering about how to remove the interchangeable hands, you just go ahead and plop them off like that, and the peg is actually on the figure instead of on the hand. And then you just take a new hand and then plop it right on there. It can be a bit difficult sometimes, but voila, like so. And to put webbing on the actual figure, you want to remove the hand, and then you want to put the webbing on there first, on the little ball peg right there, and then you want to place a hand on the figure, and that will hold everything in place, just like so. Alright, enough about all that. It's time to go over the figure's articulation here. So, he has a ball peg inside of his head and inside of his neck as well. So you can move the head up that far, and then you can also move the neck back to complement the head. So you can move it like this, and you can tilt it from side to side as well, which is very nice. Love that about the figure. And the neck piece rotates 360 as well as the head. Shoulders can go out that far, and then you can shift them down to make them go out even farther. And then of course he has like a shrugging joint. It's like an armpit socket joint, which is very cool. And even his bicep swivels are on the ball joints as well, so you can shift it. Let's see here. You can shift it down or up or down, just like so, just to give him that bit of extra flair when he's posing. Of course, biceps do rotate. Bend at the elbow. Double bend at the elbow. Sorry, I just woke up, guys. Rotation at the wrist. And yeah, the wrists also do shift up and down. And you can also rotate the ball peg, but I don't really care to do that because I don't need to. For the torso section, he has a fantastic ab crunch. Moves forward that far and back that far. And he also has an articulated waist joint. Mine's like really tight, if you can hear that. Yeah, I don't really use it too much. But if you've seen like Shartimus Prime's review on this figure, you know what the waist does. Legs kick out that far. Very nice. The kick back, not so much. He has a thigh swivel. Legs can do the full splits. Double jointed knees. His feet can rotate. His feet can shift up that high, shift down that low, or yeah, that far. He has ankle pivot, and of course, toe articulation. Size comparison time. So you have the MAFEX Spidey next to the homemade suit Spidey and the Marvel's Beetle. And as you can see, he is taller than both of these figures. If you did want to put him in a Marvel Legends display, you so very could. He does scale decently well with these guys. He is a tad out of scale, but he was made for the 6-inch general scale of figures. So if you want to pose him with your Marvel Legends figures, you are more than welcome to do so, because that was his intended purpose. Now, to just get these guys out of the way. Alright, this part will be a new section of my reviews, going over my issues with the actual figure. First off, the paint is 97% there. Okay, and it is very nice. But, like every figure, it does have some paint flaws. So, first off, we'll take a look at the eyes here. I believe this side was shaded darker than this side. Or no, this side was shaded darker than that side. You can just see a much thicker black right here, and then, you know, this is more seamless, whereas this is more obvious. Not, you know, something too terribly bad, but something worth noting. And then I got a tiny scrape on my figure when I bought him on the actual Spider logo right there. You know, again, I don't really care about these things. It's just something... Oh, his head just fell off. It's just something worth mentioning to me. You know, and then another thing is I actually got this leg, you know, like super loose with the figure, and I did apply super glue to it, and I fixed it a little bit. It's still a tad loose, but, you know, it's way better than before. And also the same thing with this left arm right here. This left arm used to, like, be super floppy on the pivoting joint at the shoulder here. And then I think one last thing worth noting is, like, some areas of paint didn't get painted. Like, right here is not painted, but this side is painted. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can probably see that. You know, but overall, you know, this figure really is fantastic. And I can't recommend him enough. But all in all, this figure really is fucking awesome. And he truly is amazing. You know, I just think that this guy deserves so much more praise than he receives. And, you know, the MAFEX line in general should be a bigger line to me. I mean, I want more figures from the MAFEX line, man. Like, I would love to see a MAFEX lizard, or even, you know, like a MAFEX electro. That'd be very fantastic to have in your collection. Anyway, guys, this has been Spectrum Reviews with a brand new video review. Stay tuned for the next one, and please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and have a very nice day.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man.